On August 12th this year, gravity will be switched off for 7 seconds. People will float to the ceiling, cars will fly into the sky, and 40 million people could die. At least that's what a supposedly secret NASA document that has appeared on the internet claims.
Today, we're going to take a look at what this is all about and what will really happen on August 12th. So make sure to stick around until the end. A warm welcome, everyone.
Gravity off, everyone flying upwards. At first glance, it sounds like an entertaining scenario for a sci-fi movie, but it is currently being discussed as a serious threat on social media. Let me know if you've heard about this claim and what you think about it. So what's the deal with this crazy story? At the end of December 2025, a video appeared on Instagram claiming that NASA had launched a secret project called Project Anchor. Allegedly, this project is intended to prepare humanity for a 7-second gravitational anomaly on August 12th this year. The budget behind Project Anchor is $89 billion. The expected casualties, 40 to 60 million people. The story went viral on Instagram. The post said that in the first 1 to 2 seconds, everything that is not secured would begin to float. People, vehicles, and animals. After 3 to 4 seconds, the objects would rise 15 to 20 meters. At 5 to 6 seconds, panic would break out as people collided with the ceiling. After 7 seconds, gravity would return and everything would fall back to the ground. The reason given for this anomaly was that 2 gravitational waves from black holes would overlap. NASA had already predicted this in 2019 with a probability of 94.7%, and of course NASA would build underground bunkers for the elites while the rest of humanity would be left in the dark.
I mean, with everything that's coming out right now, nothing surprises you anymore.
By the way, if you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. It costs nothing and helps me a lot.
And if you've already subscribed, giving the video a thumbs up really helps. Let's try to hit 5,000 likes. Thanks, everyone. So, does this Project Anchor actually exist? The answer is yes and no. There really is a NASA project with that name, but here's the plot twist.
It has absolutely nothing to do with gravity. The real Project Anchor dates back to 1993 and describes a lightweight autonomous system that uses a rotating flywheel to screw an anchor into the lunar soil without the need for a heavy vehicle. The document explains that the only way to effectively cancel out gravity is through freefall, which can only be achieved for short periods of time. There is no mention of gravitational waves or August 12, 2026. The thing is, the Instagram account that spread this story has since disappeared. The user regularly shared fictional stories from different perspectives, many of them obviously made up and written with AI tools. In his other videos, he claimed to work at Google, to be employed at a crematorium, to be a psychiatrist, and to be a criminologist. All of these were false narratives.
Right after the gravity post, he published a video about 600 people who supposedly disappeared in Alaska in 2019. That's complete nonsense too.
When the fact-checking platform Snopes inquired with NASA, the response was crystal clear. A NASA spokesperson replied, "The Earth would not lose its gravity on August 12th. The Earth's gravity is determined by its mass. The only way the Earth could lose its gravity would be if the Earth system, the combined mass of the core, mantle, crust, ocean, terrestrial water, and atmosphere lost mass." And the story about gravitational waves doesn't make sense either. Gravitational waves are waves in space-time that are created when massive objects such as black holes or neutron stars orbit each other. They were first directly detected in 2015 and are fascinating proof of Einstein's general theory of relativity, but they do not affect the Earth's gravity. Incidentally, there is no such thing as an independent physicist who allegedly confirmed the overlap of gravitational waves. This person is just as fictional as the entire scenario.
But wait, there is still some truth to the story. On August 12th, an impressive astronomical event will actually take place, a total solar eclipse.
It will be visible over the Arctic Ocean, Greenland, Iceland, the Atlantic Ocean, Portugal, and northern Spain. By the way, I will be streaming the whole thing live from Spain for you here on the channel so that no one misses the total eclipse. So if you don't want to miss this amazing event in August, subscribe to the channel now. But here's where it gets interesting. During a solar eclipse, the Sun, Moon, and Earth are aligned in an almost perfect line. In this constellation, the Sun and Moon actually generate a minimal tidal force that counteracts the Earth's gravitational pull. And this tidal force can be calculated. The formula for this is twice the gravitational constant g times the mass m times the Earth's radius r divided by the distance to the power of 3. Mathematically, this results in tiny millionths of a value, which means that the combined effect of the Sun and Moon reduces gravity by a whole 0.000017%. If you weigh 50 kilograms, you would weigh about 0.009 grams less during the solar eclipse.
less than 1/100th of a gram. So you definitely won't be floating off into space, and unfortunately, you also can't replace your diet plans with a solar eclipse.
Look at that blubber fly!
Hey guys, quick request. YouTube is currently being flooded with hastily thrown together AI content, so-called AI slop. This isn't meant as general AI bashing, but it does make it harder for human creators to stay visible. This video here is not AI slop. It was researched, written, and produced by hand by several people who make their living from this. An editor, a video editor, a marketer, and myself. If content like this matters to you, your subscription helps us tremendously. Every subscription to the channel ensures that we can continue to put time and energy into real, carefully crafted videos. Thank you so much, everyone. And now, let's continue. By the way, the solar eclipse will last about 7 minutes. I suspect that these 7 minutes were then turned into 7 seconds in the fictional story. But what would actually happen if gravity were to be turned off? It would be absolute chaos. The Earth rotates at about 1,600 kilometers per hour at the equator. Gravity is the only force that keeps us on the surface and provides the centripetal force that moves us in a circular path. The moment gravity disappears, everything that is not bolted down, people, cars, oceans, the atmosphere, would simply fly off into space in a straight line tangential to the Earth's rotation. An object in motion remains in motion unless acted upon by an external force. But it gets worse. Gravity is also what compresses the Earth into a sphere. Without it, the equatorial bulge of the Earth would increase, and the entire planet would disintegrate into a cloud of rock over a period of hours or days. The Earth as we know it would cease to exist.
So be glad that physics works the way it does and that we don't have to experience 7 seconds without gravity. Speaking of physics, I always find it fascinating how quickly such misinformation spreads on the internet.
A single post from a questionable account is enough to unsettle millions of people, yet the tidal forces of the sun and moon have been thoroughly researched and can be predicted decades in advance. So please share this video with your friends so that we can work together to spread scientific awareness. And to be on the safe side, let me summarize again. No, the Earth will not lose its gravity on August 12, 2026. Yes, there will be a solar eclipse, and no, you don't have to lie flat on the ground and hold on to something. Of course, you can still do that if you enjoy it, but I recommend enjoying the day as normal, or better yet, planning a trip to Iceland or Spain, or watching my live stream and admiring the solar eclipse. That's the only spectacle that will actually take place.
Subscribe to the channel now if you don't want to miss anything, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up so we can hit 5,000 likes. And speaking of fascinating cosmic phenomena,
while we're on the subject of gravity, let's take a look at a gigantic cosmic structure that is actually pulling on the Earth right now. We are currently racing towards a gigantic cosmic attractor. You can find out what this is and how it affects us in the video displayed at the top right, so be sure to check it out. As always, there is another exciting video about science and space at the bottom right. Otherwise, I would say see you in the next video if gravity doesn't fail us by then. Take care, everyone.